Okay. Well, knowing that type of event is coming together with the major studios, okay, even within the same company, because Disney owns Marvel, they still have this conflict of studio versus proprietor. Okay, I thought it would be interesting to see if we could actually follow up on a couple of studios going into Georgia now that we're going to be having an effect because Georgia is becoming the Hollywood of the South. Okay, I'm not talking just Tyler Perry here. Okay, although his bid for the Fort McPherson properties has been put on hold from a judicial standpoint. The lawsuit goes further because another studio is saying they didn't get fair crack at it, and so what we thought was a slam dunk, being that Georgia was going to get some money off this property, no, it's on hold.
Well, I mean, Georgia is going to get money off this property either way.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler Perry just thinks he can underbid because he's a Georgia
local
man. Yeah,
exactly.
And I think, to be fair, you can't do that. To be fair to the people of Georgia and to be fair to other companies.
No, I agree with you 100%. In fact, Chairman Ward from the IMLRA also agrees with you, saying another contentious issue is the ubiquitous said it provided proprietary information regarding the developmental proposal, including site plans, documents, and a template for the movie studio. Tyler Perry is in possession of its site plans currently and is drawing them according to this lawsuit and should have returned them depending the legal elements.
For non-legalese, rewind the podcast and listen to what I just said.
He's not playing fair. And actually has several pieces of documents that should have been turned in for this lawsuit to go forward, and now they're suing about the lawsuit. So that's what that basically meant. So Fort McPherson project is kind of on hold, but did you know Pinewood Studios has put in a studio in Atlanta?
Yes, it did.
Pinewood, Atlanta, down in Fayetteville, Georgia.
I actually follow them on not Instagram.
Name another high-tech social media outlet.
No, not Pinterest.
Twitter?
No. LinkedIn. Thank you.
LinkedIn. Okay.
Yeah, I follow them on LinkedIn, and they're always posting about job openings and stuff going on with the Pine Woods in Georgia.
What I find amazing is the fact that Fayetteville is only 20 miles from Fairburn, where they hold the Renaissance Festival every year.
Mm-hmm.
This particular studio is 288 acres. It is huge. It's the one-stop shop for filmmakers and production companies. 6 sound stages, 15,000 square feet to 30,000 square feet each. 300,000 square feet of workshop, office space, and support facilities. Then there's the back lot, which includes forests, rivers, and open areas for filming.
And you know what's good for the filmmakers? Georgia is a red state, so they get tax breaks out the yang.
Oh, yeah.
Which is good for us.
Plus, they advised out for their shareholders to get a 40% interest venture, which means they're going to be making quite a bit of money in the state off of anything going on, because Georgia is actually, they own like 20% of Pinewood in Atlanta because of the location. So, very good business sense. But did you know about Atlanta Media Campus in Norcross?
I've not heard about that.
Ha ha ha. It's a big movie-making project that just reached blockbuster status here in Norcross, Georgia. They're actually they're the Los Angeles-based company that worked on Iron Man 2 and the Avengers.
Oh?
Yeah. They've chosen to manage the Atlanta Media Campus in Norcross, a 114-acre development with soundstage. That's basically Atlantic Station meets the soundstage. That's how they're describing it. Scope and scale, huge in the country, but not as big as Pinewood, obviously. But the Atlanta Media Campus is located at I-85 and Jimmy Carter Boulevard, which is in Norcross. It will be home to school and condos in the areas, planned 7 sound stages in Hollywood style. You're going to have everything that looks like it's from New York City to Norcross. So you're going to have all kinds of venues around the effect, looking for pre-made subdivisions that they can actually utilize in their particular filming. So when they obviously open themselves up for condos availability, you could be an extra whether you realize it or not, which is excellent.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, I know. That's great.
It's me on TV.
They're actually putting in a feeder school. They're going to have a film school on site at the Atlanta Media Campus to work with the schools around the area.
Huh.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
That's absolutely amazing. But not as amazing as turning Shannon Mall into a film, TV, and studio and distribution warehouse project.
Are you serious?
Shannon Mall is being set up. Ellis Hensley and Douglas Adams of the Atlanta Business Chronicle wrote an article about Shannon Mall being redeveloped into a 25-acre film and TV campus led by former Turner Entertainment Group and Universal Studios.
That's actually pretty cool because that takes a desolated area and brings business to a building that is just rotting away and is an eyesore on the area.
Oh, yeah.
Total revamp time.
Yep. The firm, the 404 Studio Partners, that's the company, will anchor a 345,000 square foot studio on the site of the former mall. Atlanta-based real estate companies Rooker, which bought Shannon Mall earlier the year, have already started the development project. Union City, where the project is located, will become home to one of the largest studios in Georgia.
That's my old stomping ground area too.
Yeah.
Shannon Mall, Union City, Clayton County, that whole area is just.
They've got the right people in charge of it too. Ed Richardson, who owns R&R Productions worldwide. Brian Livesey, who launched Radish Lighting LLC. John Brubaker produced TVs like Glenn Larson of the modern era, the Aaron Spelling of the modern era. Physical production at Universal Studios, President James Brubaker, he's involved in it.
So is there anything coming out to the Conyers, Covington area?
An invitation to come down this way? I don't know. No, currently, I think they have spread out as much as they can to acclimate, old facilities and locations to revitalize and revamp them and give them new life. So, thank you, Tyler Perry, for being interested in promoting a lot of things here in Georgia, because you've started a firestorm that you just are not aware of with your oddly endeared Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Okay. Personally, I will say this, and everyone can yell at me. I cannot stand Medea to some degree on the way she talks, but I will have to say Tyler Perry has created a character you will never forget. And now his empire, albeit less than his benefactor Oprah, it's affecting everyone in Georgia, and it's bringing a lot more to the development than we thought. So, you go. Kudos, Tyler Perry. Good for him. Before we get to the films for Phase 3, I want to mention NaNoWriMo.
Okay, yeah.
NaNoWriMo.
Yeah.
November is NaNoWriMo month. National Writing Novel Month. Okay? What can I say? It's an attempt at what you would think is impossible from a standpoint of an amateur writer seeking to get started, but it is rewarding if you are able to trouble through.
Yeah, I mean, I know two people, one who's done it twice, and one sitting to my right who's done it once.
It has an awesome book out of it.
I'm working on it.
It seems impossible, but it is not.
Yeah. The goal for you to do is to try to write a novel or at least 50,000 words in a month's period of time. Now, that doesn't mean you have to have it completely finished, but as far as your project, but you want to achieve writing 50,000 words, and loading it up to the site so they can do the word counter for you and everything. Those at the end of the month, you will be acclaimed in high regard of having accomplished and won at NaNoWriMo. Now, what that really means is, yeah, you get to win a certificate that says, hey, I won a NaNoWriMo.
Yeah, what did you get out of it? You get to print off a piece of paper.
Yeah, there you go. And we're back. All right. Is everyone fresh and feeling chipper and ready to go? If not,
Mom, have you ever had that not so fresh feeling?
Yeah, it's called use soap. Go on with it.
sorry. I don't know why that.
It's crazy.
You know me.
Crazy. Okay. We've talked about quite a bit tonight, but I do want to mention specifically the end of Phase 2, beginning of Phase 3 live-action films from Marvel. Speaking of film studios, I know every one of us that were thrilled to see Avengers come out when it did.
Oh, yeah.
That was the penultimate of a lifetime of guest cameos by Samuel L. Jackson to lead up. Not since the days of Mace Windu have we waited for that man to talk about a Capital One commercial, you know? And putting his odd glasses and pinstripe suits to an eye patch and black outfit running around, you know, on the helicarrier. In fact, we're going to see him again, I believe, in Avengers Age of Ultron, which comes out May 1st, 2015. No wonder I couldn't remember. It's the first day of May. May Day! Oh, that's wild. May Day, Age of Ultron. Dun, dun, dun! Okay, a little too much fun. I'm smelling fumes on Guy Fawkes Day. Okay. Avengers Age of Ultron. The new trailer came out, as we mentioned. We talked about it. It was quite funny with the fact that they're all taking round robins to see who can lift up Thor's hammer. You know, and Thor is sitting there in the back, laid back, like, you know, big Viking. You know, just offering everybody the opportunity. And then you see Tony Stark, you know, I'm Playboy billionaire, I'll do it. Reach over there and can't lift it worth crap. Reaches over, puts on his Iron Man armor with jet rockets, still can't lift it off the ground. And then there's the Thor, not worried about anything. He looks over and there's Captain America. Captain America says, I'll give it a try. Walks over there and you think for a second it starts to move. Doesn't move. Then he looks over to Widow and says, you want to try? And she just kind of shakes her head. Sorry, little boy games, you know. And then they come up and says, you know what this means? Thor looks and says, none of you are worthy. Just like that. And that is going to be some of the profound comedy part of it. But I see also that it is very, very serious in the destruction of a lot of the characters. And with James Spader playing the voice of our ultimate villain, you know. I think he's got the one line out of there that's like the best Pinocchio revenge ever, where he looks up and says, I got no strings. That's scary, you know. But that actually is going to be coming out, again, like I said, on May 1st.
I can't wait for that. I mean, because they even give you a peek at the Hulkbuster Iron Man outfit, which looks amazing. You almost get his enough as a Transformer, just in an Iron Man outfit. It's sweet, and that gold and red. You know, I can't wait to hear what kind of smart Alec Jarvis remark we're going to get. Yeah, I really want to see it. But then, you know, following that is Ant-Man, and that's kind of a mixed bag from some people. That's July 17th, 2015. Mixed bag. Yeah. Mixed bag. Yeah. The fact that it's Scott Lang Ant-Man and not Hank Pym Ant-Man. Half of one. Yeah, half a dozen of one.
Yeah.
You know, 6 of the other.
Yeah, 500,000 in your tribe, that kind of thing. Yeah. Squash. But then don't let that get you down, because now we're dealing with 2016. And then we've got, I think, a little, vindication here. Captain America comes out May 6th.
Serpent Society!
Which has been changed.
Oh?
To Civil War. They changed in the same day.
Yes, they did.
The title to Civil War.
Yeah, I was watching portions of that conference, and earlier in the conference it said Captain America, Serpent Society. And then later it said Civil War, Captain America. Yep. That's...
And even Sony's in on the deal with possibly lending the Spider-Man rights for that movie.
God, that would be such a smart move on Sony's part.
Yeah, they're looking to get in, cash in on it.
Such a smart move.